Hello, this is Dateline Lagos. On the show today, hope rekindles for people living with disabilities in Lagos State as Governor Ambode plans for an early intervention center. And the Lagos State government pays 245 million naira benefits of insurance policies of deceased workers of the state civil service. Fun and entertainment spells it all as Lagosians thrilled at the 2017 Lagos Street Carnival. Plus, Lagos State government hits the streets to woo unemployed and unskilled youths for its employability support project. Welcome to the program. I am Bisi Adebayo. Let's begin with the affairs of the physically challenged. An early intervention center for children with special needs would mean a lot to parents and concerned groups. Well, that would be the biggest gift from the Lagos State government to those living with disabilities, with time being the only factor towards realizing this promise made by Governor Ambode on the commemoration of the 2017 International Day of Persons Living with Disabilities.
According to statistics made available by the Lagos State government, over 3 million people living with disabilities reside in Lagos. Hundreds of them are being celebrated in this hall, in line with the United Nations agenda, which pledges to leave no one behind, as both beneficiaries and agents of change in fast-tracking sustainable development. For the first time, Governor Ambode joins other well-meaning Nigerians to celebrate this unique set of people. Soft tunes from visually impaired duo of the Divine Melody Makers Band keep guests entertained. For this year's theme, Transformation Towards Sustainable and Resilient Society for All, keys into the state government's vision, which is to enable people living with disability become active contributors in the society.
As a government, it is very critical to us to ensure the effective integration of people living with disabilities, especially in today's changing world. For us in Lagos State, we see ability in disability, always. We believe strongly that the socio-economic integration of persons with disabilities is not only a human right, but also a prerequisite for sustainable development. Our experience has shown that when people with disabilities are adequately empowered to participate in and lead the process of development, their entire families, communities, and even the larger society will benefit. As a result, we're leaving no stone unturned in our efforts to ensure a more comfortable socio-economic status for these members of our community by providing them with various opportunities.
In demonstrating inclusive governance, Governor Ambode explains how his administration has so far accommodated this group of people in its programs and policies.
As we speak, a total of 250 persons are being employed into the state civil service, local governments, and LCDAs. For 2018, we will employ more than that figure and will commence from January again. Similarly, 500 persons have also benefited from the state government's special empowerment program. Those of them engaged in small and medium-scale businesses received various sums as grants to boost their businesses. It's also on record that a grant of 500 million naira for referred to as Special People's Fund was established during our first year anniversary in office on May 29, 2016. Selected caregiving homes, schools, and associations of people with disabilities have also been supported with cash and material equipment worth several millions of naira within the last 1 year.
To further show his commitment to their welfare, the governor announced plans to set up an early intervention center for children with special needs in 2018.
And for whatever the early intervention center is designed to do, is for the provision of therapy and educational support services for infants and young children with special needs, so that we don't need to allow them to grow to an early age before we start to support them and treat them. This will enable us to equip these children with necessary skills and help develop their potential, thereby overcoming identified developmental delays as quickly as possible. As a government, we will continue to embark on initiatives to improve the quality of lives of our people. We will always work to develop the productive capacity of persons with disabilities and give them opportunities to play a role in socio-economic growth of our state. To our brothers and sisters and the children here this morning, let me restate our firm belief that there is ability in every disability. You should not allow any circumstance limit your progress and life aspirations. I urge the general public to always embrace these special ones and always look out for them and for the good qualities God has deposited in all of them.
The keynote speaker, retired Air Vice Marshal Femi Gbadebo, delivers a paper on changing the face of disability. In a separate interview, he bears his concerns on how organizations and governments can work to advance the rights and well-being of persons with disabilities.
We have stayed too long in a society where people look at disability with disdain, and those who even make any effort do it as if it's just, just offering something leftovers. But these are bona fide citizens of this country. They have every right and every entitlement to whatever they deserve. So we must move to the next level where we are employing them because of what they can contribute, and we are promoting them at par with their colleagues. That means the job environment must be conducive. Access, toilet facilities, and all that. We must educate the people, whether it is those they will meet in public transport or their colleagues in the place of work, or the clients and customers who will come to that place of business, to be ready to receive someone like that. Now, when we talk about legislation, there are a lot of laws in this country. Where are the enabling environments? We have bills that are waiting to be assented to. The people who will assent to the disability bill, do they understand disability? My push is that we must do massive capacity building for them before they even begin to discuss this bill. Otherwise, they will be discussing it from the narrow perception which they still have. So issues like intellectual disability and all these things like invisible disabilities will not be considered.
The event affords people living with disabilities to showcase their talents and prove that there is indeed ability in disability. Also, caregivers and NGOs involved in disability affairs are awarded for their dedication and support. Governor Ambode and his wife are not left out in the recognition. The International Day of Persons Living with Disabilities aims to promote the rights and well-being of persons with disabilities and to increase awareness in every aspect of political, social, economic, and cultural life.